Melissa Hernandez, our vice chair, as the, I'd like to nominate her for chair.
I will second. I will second that nomination.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second, so we will do separate for chair and vice chair. So looks like we have a motion by Commissioner Tingle and then also second by Marshawn. May we get a roll call, please?
Akinjo,
Yes, ma'am.
Bedoya,
Yes.
Hobart,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Kick,
Yes.
King Tingle,
Absolutely.
Marshawn,
Yes.
McPartland. Yes, a thumbs up. Nuno,
Yes.
Rickman,
Yes.
Stepper,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Zubo.
Yes.
Motion passes. Congratulations, Chair.
Thank you. And I want to thank the board for nominating me to be the chair. And I've enjoyed working with you for several years now, and I look forward to the next couple of years moving forward. So I will go ahead and get a nomination for the vice chair. And this usually is an individual that's in the San Joaquin area. And then we alternate. So for the new members that are here this afternoon, then we turn around and alternate. So the next would be in the next couple of years, it would be the chair being San Joaquin, and then the vice chair would be from Alameda County.
I'll nominate myself.
Paul.
Zuber will second that nomination.
Well, I'll let Mr. Akinjo take the floor first.
Yes, Madam Chair. Isn't that at your discretion, though, to nominate your vice? I'm just thinking maybe the attorney Michael might chime in on that.
Michael.
It's up to anyone on the board who would like to make a nomination.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if that's the case, then I will roll it back and I will nominate Dan Wright.
Paul.
from San Joaquin County. And it looks like we also have someone else a second. I think it was Leo Zuber.
Director Bedoya, I would second the motion for Director Akinjo to be vice chair.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Chicken.
I'm kicking.
Okay, Michael.
So
Michael.
was there a motion for Director Kinjo? I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear I did not hear the
Hudson.
motion.
I didn't hear the motion.
Oh,
We had a
Hudson?
motion for Wright.
There was a motion for Wright and a second for Wright.
Hudson, did you make a motion?
Yeah, I made a motion for Akinjo, but if he's too chicken to take it, I'll third right.
You want to withdraw your motion?
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't sound enthusiastic enough.
All right. So then it looks like there's still a motion on the floor for Dan Wright and it's been seconded. May I please get a roll call?
Second was by Leo Zuba. Yes.
Correct.
Thank you. Akinjo,
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Bedoya. Yeah, but I voted for right, done right.
Yeah, you
Bedoya,
Yes.
Hobart,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Hudson,
yes.
Kick,
Yes.
King Tingle,
Yes.
Marshawn,
Yes.
McPartland. Thumbs up, yes. Nuno,
Yes.
Rickman,
Yes.
Stepper,
Yes.
Zubo.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Dan. Would you like to say a couple words? Few words.
Just thank you. I think it's important that San Joaquin County take a strong role on this. so that Sacramento truly understands that this is a multi-county effort and we're doing our best for the entire region. And this isn't just an Alameda County thing. This is going to help the Central Valley and the Bay Area. That's all.
Thank you. And it's definitely a partnership. Our next item will be item number 6, to delegate authority to the executive director for filing of applications with the state of California and execution of certificates. And I will bring it back to Kevin.
Yes, Will, you have the staff report on this to present?
Yes, thank you,
Chair.
Chair. And good afternoon, Chair Hernandez and members of the board. As identified, this item would be seeking the board approval of delegated authority to the executive director to be able to enter into agreements and file all the requirements for the state of California to be able to receive financial support from the state. This is particularly important to be able to enter immediately into a fund transfer agreement with the state of California for the $5 million that was approved back in the summer as a part of the FY23 state budget process for project development activities on ValleyLink, and then also to be able to allow us to advance other items with the state of California that will allow us to pursue additional state funds. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have on this item.
I'm bringing it back to the board. Any questions? Karen Stepper.
I just wanted to know, will you be later discussing the budget of Newsom that came out today?
We were not planning to discuss that at today's meeting, but would be happy to follow up with the board on that item in relationship to transportation funding.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I didn't mean that the budget came today, but the article implied there'd been cutbacks to transportation, so I'm concerned.
Okay, so any other questions from the board? Not seeing any other questions, I will open up public comment. Do we have any public comment?
I do not have any members of the public with a hand raised.
Okay, so bringing it back to the board, if I can get a motion to go ahead and give the authority to file applications with the state of California.
I'll move approval.
Zuber will second.
Thank you. May we please get a roll call?
Akinjo,
Yes, ma'am.
Bedoya,
Yes.
Hobart,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Kick,
Yes.
King Tingle,
Yes.
Marchand,
Yes.
McPartland, thumbs up, yes. Nuno,
Yes.
Rickman,
Yes.
Stepper,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Zuber.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. We will move it back to, or we will go forward to item number 7, which is our Transit and Intercity Rail Capital Program, Cycle 6 grant application. Will?
Yes, thank you again, Chair Hernandez. Following the Metropolitan Transportation Commission's approval of the ValleyLink Rail project as a level 2 priority in their major project advancement policy back in October, and their subsequent endorsement of $40 million for ValleyLink as part of project development for major capital projects, staff is seeking the board's approval to submit an application to the California State Transportation Agency to pursue the $40 million out of the major projects project development reserve program, specifically to advance final design activities on the ValleyLink Rail project within the ongoing project development period. These funds are being sought from a category specific to projects like ValleyLink that are within the formal federal project development process, as was approved by the Federal Transportation Authority for ValleyLink back in May of 2022. So this is a very unique opportunity for us to be able to pursue these funds in support of the project. As we've identified, this is also, we think, very important relative to the nature of the conversations that have been going on in the Bay Area where there have been other cost increases on major capital projects. And by advancing this type of, design work, as well as other targeted, activities on high risk areas of the project, we look to be able to put together the, best cost estimate for the project as we progress out of project development and subsequently in a position to be seeking construction funds from both our state and our federal partners. So with this action, we would be seeking the board's approval to submit the application, as well as the delegation of authority to the executive director to be able to negotiate the application process with our state funding partners.
Perfect. And this is a great opportunity for us to be able to get any type of funding at all whatsoever that's out there. Any questions from the board?
Do it.
Not seeing any.
Hudson moves, do it.
I need to open up public comment. Do we have any public comment?
I do not have anyone with a hand raised.
Okay, thank you. And Hudson's way is to say, go ahead and do it would be a motion on the table.
Second, right.
All right, we have a motion and a second.
Akinjo,
Yes, for Hudson.
Bedoya,
Yes.
Hobart,
Yes.
Hernandez,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Kick,
Yes.
King Tingle. King Tingle. Mashawn,
I'm sorry, yes.
okay, got you. Mashawn,
Yes.
got you. Yes, Munyo,
Was that Nuno?
Nuno, sorry, I said.
No worries. That's a yes.
Nuno. Rickman,
Yes.
Stepper,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Zubo.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, and item number 8 would be our executive director's report.
Thank you, Chair Hernandez. And I'd just like to circle back real quick on Director Stepper's question about the budget. And we can certainly come back in more detail, but I would just add that to summarize some of it, there were significant cuts based on the prior year's estimates and the amount of money that was in the infrastructure bill from 2021 that's supplementing California with billions of dollars. But as we see these cuts, they're really mitigated by other funds that transfer from the general fund into the transportation fund, and they maintain a certain percentage of those programming allocations. But this is all subject to change, as with every year there's the May revise. And once we come out with the May revise, we'll have yet another opportunity to look at what the actual impacts are to the budget. But as just seen with the previous item with the Transit Intercity Capital Rail Program grant request before the board, every agency is going to be putting those grant requests forward. It's in anticipation of those funds becoming available and in different fiscal years. So we'll keep the board apprised of that, and we'll give a more in-depth analysis of the budget. We could do that next month. And then last year we had a lot of progress and accomplishments that feel very fortunate to be here working on for this board. And for the board members that are still here and the new board members, I can assure you we have a lot of activities and progress that we're going to be making this year on Valley Link. And it's exciting to be working on this project. And there's a lot more to come for sure. And then I would just conclude that next month is likely our last virtual board meeting as far as having the whole group together in a virtual setting. And we'll come back with, we committed to look at what other agencies are doing, like ACTC and SJCOG, on how they're handling virtual meetings and moving forward with, I believe it's AB 2449 takes effect this year. And that I'll look for legal counsel's help in explaining that next month.
Yeah, we're going to provide guidance on that. I think we should have an agenda item next month to discuss in case the board wants to, take any action in terms of regional meetings or something like that, that might make things easier. I will note, the good news is you won't need to be adopting these resolutions anymore for AB 361. That's the good news, but it's maybe a challenge to meet in person. So we'll have an item to discuss that next month.
Okay.
Michael, if I could mention, we discussed this just the other day with the Contra Costa and Tri-Valley Transportation Group. And they also recommend remote procedures. And just in summary, they recommend that if at our discretion, if we want to agendize our home office, as long as it's a publicly available, meeting place, a city hall, or in my case, county building, then we could participate remotely. And so anyway, I'm sure that's where you're headed as well. But there is a precedent. They adopted that policy and procedure. And so I think we'll probably head in that same direction.
Yep.
Okay, very good.
Good.
I know Michael Stop Waste also does kind of a hybrid so I'm sure that you guys are already doing your research with regard to what other agencies are doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, 2449 really doesn't help very much. It's kind of something created by a committee and it shows it. So it's pretty much back to the old rules, but I have some ideas and we'll be presenting those next week.
Thank you.
All right, our next item is our director's discussion. Any comments, questions for any future agendas? Not seeing anyone.
I have a comment if you can hear me.
We can hear you loud and clear.
My last comment of the night, Kevin, be forewarned, if you haven't been receiving my emails, I'm trying to set up a mayor's conference meeting for you to speak about Valley Link and the processing plant. I know that, there was something else about, no, that's a bond measure. I'll leave it at that. But hopefully you have the first Thursday in May open. And the opening remarks should be from our new chair as she sets foot in Contra Costa County.
I'm there all the time. What are you talking about? I share the wealth. I'm in San Joaquin,
Yeah.
Contra Costa, Alameda County.
Yeah, my city manager reminded me of who had me do the weeding, but that's okay.
Always a privilege
That's
to
my only.
talk about Valley Link.
That's my only comment.
So I will share with you that I will be going with the rest of the mayors from the Tri-Valley, including Mr. Hudson, that's on the phone, to Washington, D.C. next week. And we will be speaking on behalf of Valley Link and letting all the different entities know who we are. We did it last year. It was a great opportunity for us to get out there. And so we would be more than happy to do it again for the year of 2020.
This is Bernice, and for the directors, I do have a comment. Just want to again congratulate Melissa Hernandez with leading us forward for the next year, and then also request that Melissa continues forth with the plan of coming to Mountain House once a quarter. That would be January, March, July, and October, and giving the official Valley Link update. I know that that Veronica Vargas did that in conjunction with Kevin Sheridan, and it's well received, and it's an official report on what we're doing, how we're standing, and makes the community of Mountain House feel warm and fuzzy about we're included.
Absolutely, I would be happy to join your hometown city with Kevin.
Thank you so very much, and thank you, Kevin, for always being receptive to being.
All right, not seeing any more hands raised up. I will lead us into adjournment, but our next meeting is February, Wednesday, the 8th. All right, and
thank you.
To our new members, our meetings are not always as short. So we will see you next month. We're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Everyone have a
Thank you all.
wonderful day.